Okie dokie, everybody, here we are again in Trails in the Sky. Thank you for joining us, folks at home. We have finished our mission here in the Royal Castle, basically. We managed to get an audience with the Queen at last by a sneaky mission where Joshua and Estelle both dressed up as maids. It was quite the fun op. So we managed to relay the situation to the Queen, who kind of already knew what's going on. And we got a bunch of lore as well about what happened 10 years ago and the freaking circumstances around the war with Erebonia. We learned that Princess Claudia is being held prisoner by the Spec Ops team, and our next mission is to save her and presumably anybody else who might be locked up. I don't remember if she mentioned anybody else being, but I think at some point they talked about more than one hostage. But anyway, yeah, or prisoner, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that's our next job, is doing a freaking job for the Queen. How can you say no? Huh. So now we're just gonna have to skedaddle out of here. I don't believe any suspicions have been raised. Just keep alert until you return to your room. You never can be too certain how closely the intelligence division is watching you. No, I mean to talk to she over here. Oh, I do hope the princess is doing all right. I should have gone with her. Alright, so, yeah, let's us sneak back in our rooms, pretend that nothing happened, then get out of here the next day. Probably report in at the Bracer Guild about what's going on. And, go save those prisoners. Although, if this is the person I think it is, we're probably not. We might just be in some hot trouble right now. What, might I inquire, are you doing at this late hour? Yep, that's her. Captain Amalthea. Good evening. I realize that you've been invited here, but don't you think it a bit late for you kids to be out walking about? Please, pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this. We couldn't resist the urge to take a look around. Oh, that's certainly understandable. So, where were you half an hour ago? Please enlighten me, if only for my own edification. Kitchen, maid quarters, administrative room, royal guard room, cellar. Well, we really shouldn't say any of these. I'm pretty sure those are like out of bounds. Cellar seems weird too. Kitchen, I think? Oh, that's strange. I was making my rounds through there, and I never saw you. Well... Come, let's not waste time on games. Actually, I have received reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters several times. Oh gosh, should we have been forthcoming with the truth? Try to bend it around? Oh no. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place? You don't think that questioning someone like that when you already have the facts is a little cruel? Ooh, that's not a great follow-up to being caught in a lie, I have to say. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'll take that as a compliment. So, what business have you in the maid quarters? I suggest you answer honestly. Well, someone's like, oh, Estelle, Joshua, but I don't know who it is. There's a lot of choices. You've been here the whole time? Oh, of course it's Zin. Zin? Uh-oh. That's probably... Oh, boy. Oh, I'm not sure if this is gonna help the situation, if that's the state he's in.
Whoa! Now that's the stuff!
You're drunk.
Oops. Sorry. Hey! If it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice. Some luck that we met up again, eh?
I suppose?
So, what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble?
Students? No, it's just that they were in the maid quarters for a while. I merely wanted to know their business, simply as a security precaution.
Ah, yeah, I totally get ya. I just sent them off to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey, Joshua, you kids find anything to eat?
No, the cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we could get our hands on something, but no luck.
Ugh. Oh well, I'll have to deal with that, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea. You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady.
I'm afraid I'm busy, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. My apologies for the misunderstanding, but I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand. Of course. It is late. We should probably just get to bed. Very good then. Now, if you'll excuse us. Okay, freaking clutch save there from Zin, huh? Aw, poor guy though.
No, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room.
Right. We'll go with you. So I have to ask, why was he drinking from his own flask if he was hanging out in the lounge? You know, you'd think he was sampling local drinks, but... Or maybe he stuffed some local drinks into his own like, big gourd, which is, not super nice manners, but probably won't get you kicked out, because they're too polite to do that as well, you know?
Looks like we managed to convince her at least.
What? Zin, aren't you drunk?
I was acting drunk.
Yeah, you notice his cheeks aren't all rosy anymore? Oh, that's good acting to make your cheeks rosy. Maybe he did like 20 push-ups really quickly. Oh, wait, no, he's like in really good shape, so he probably needs to do a lot more than 20 push-ups to, like, get his cheeks all red. But, like, maybe he just did something really wacky to get his cheeks redded up before he showed up, you know?
I haven't had a single drop.
No way! Your face had even gone all red. Hey, look, once again, I'm thinking the same thing Estelle is. That's funny. He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. What? That's not... okay. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right?
Huh! I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes.
You are an evil, evil man, Zin. Okay, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me.
Sorry about that. So, what's the story?
Huh? What story?
I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of you meeting with the Queen.
What?
You knew?
Whoa, wait, what? How did you... Did Elnan tell you something about this?
Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I?
Oh, he played us. We should have acted coy. Damn it. Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. I don't know. There's not a lot of people to meet here, so... So how much do you really know?
I guess it's finally time to show you this.
Zin produced a letter from his pocket and handed it to Estelle and Joshua. What? What's this? I know this handwriting.
Well, don't just stand there. Read it. It'll explain a lot.
Okay. Dear Zin Vathek, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberl, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberl and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberl before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There is a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. What? He wasn't here for the competition? My head is melting. What? I realize that this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberl before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Okay? Cassius Bright. Oh, that makes some amount of sense, actually. Oh. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much, unless it seems like they really need it. Ooh, okay, well, I guess... Yeah, he's been there on occasion for us. That whole Penguin Cave quest. Yeah, that was kind of life or death, so, yeah. So Dad actually asked you to come to Liberl. Which means he's in Erebonia now.
That's the long and short of it.
The long and short of it? What it means is that you were in cahoots with him all along. Yeah, this is certainly... wow, huh. The game still manages to play me with these plot twists. I really thought he was just a, I really thought, but it makes sense, he's a bracer, so, like... It's not like a completely out of left field plot twist, but like I really thought he was just here for the tournament, and he was just a lucky coincidence that we had this like tough bracer from Calvard helping us out. So,
That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Master Cassius a favor from the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again.
I suppose. When did you realize that we were his kids?
I had a feeling from the outset, once I saw Estelle's techniques with a bow staff. I asked Kilika about it, and that confirmed it.
Oh, did we never mention that Estelle and Joshua were Cassius's kids? To Zin? Okay. Okay. I can't remember. We spent a lot of time with this dude, so, alright. It would have been nice if you'd said something about it at all. We've been worried sick wondering where Dad's been.
I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything. But I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids all right, if you can pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen.
I suppose so. We have had a ton of help, but maybe that's part of the job, is endearing ourselves with the right people to help us out, Lieutenant Schwartz and all the maids and everything couldn't have pulled it off without their help, so... He knows this much. It wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right? I agree. It'd probably be best to fill Zin in on everything. It is a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all. Yeah, but I mean, he's in on it by now, and, he apparently goes way back with Cassius, so we could trust him. Let's go. Estelle and Joshua told of how they had managed to speak directly with the Queen, as well as the Queen's request to safely rescue Princess Claudia.
I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then. I'll help you out with that little request.
Nice, we get to have Zin in the party longer. That's good, because he's really strong. He's a huge help in a fight. What? You will?
Yep, I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please, let me help.
We'd be glad to. Thank you once again. Sick. Oh, where is this? What the heck is this place? Yeah, it's the same question here, apparently. Well, look at... What the heck? What is this place? I never would have imagined that something like this even existed. Woo! That was a sudden, scene change. Look at this spot. It's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you would be so kind as to show us the way to the lowest level. Yes, sir. Whoa. Is that some kind of mechanical monster? Well. So these must be archaisms. That's a cool name for a old-ass Magitech robot, is I assume what we're going for here, and that's a pretty good name. I like it. Okay. Holy shit! He took out that thing in one stroke. You are the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back. You flatter me, sir. Your quick-draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I am humbled. I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. Damn, he's surprisingly humble, honestly. My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Libero. I expect only the best of each of you. By your order, sir. We of the Special Ops will work as one for the Colonel. For the glory of Liberal! For the glory of Liberal! Oh boy. Things are escalating, you could say. Oh, nice and well-deserved rest. I understand the situation. You've both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you were able to deliver the Professor's message to Her Majesty in person. We just got lucky is all. The real question is, how much longer is luck going to be on our side? Yes, we're really gonna have to stay focused. If you understand that already, then there's nothing more that I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please, accept this as compensation for a job well done. Oop. 20,000 Mira? Of course, we made absolute gangbusters when we won the tournament, so at this point, that's honestly not like a whoa. Which is, again, funny, like video game inflation. If we got that much money in, Chapter 1 of the game, or the prologue, or really even Chapter 1 in Bose, I'd be just like, with that much money. Now it's just like, nice, good, that'll help us out. Yo! Rank advancement to Junior Bracer First Class! Seems appropriate if we just pulled off a job to talk to the Queen, yeah. Yeah, actually I would have probably been a little rankled if we didn't get, a promotion after that business. Apparently we're not good enough to be actual bracers still. Received Gladiator Belt accessory as a perk. Sweet. Now then, Zin. It was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need the help of an A-rank bracer like yourself.
No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand by idly in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end.
I knew we could count on you, Zin. By the way, what's this A rank business? It's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power. There are 7 ranks, ranging from G on the bottom up to A at the top. So he's the highest rank you can get? Wow! I never knew you were such a badass, Zin. What, have you not seen him in combat? Are you kidding me?
Well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent. But above that, there's an informal S rank. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale.
Which we might be doing by the end of all of this, if we're perfectly honest.
There are only 4 of those on the entire continent.
Whoa. I'm not sure I even want to think about what they can do.
You really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius.
What? Okay, Joshua, you're not gonna tell me you knew about this already, right? Right? Sorry, but yes, I did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago. Ugh, I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about anymore. Royal Army soldier, hidden hero, divine blade, S-rank bracer. If he is really so damned awesome, then it sure would be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case.
You may be right. If he were with us, perhaps this would never have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible.
Oh, could that mean that the whole mission he's on is a smokescreen and just to get him out of the country? Now, that I hadn't even thought about that, but right. I mean, I kind of assumed that he's somehow related to this, right? Just law of narrative, narrative whatever the frou-frou. But I just assumed that, I still assumed that he was checking something out related to this business, in any case. But, maybe he's been set up on this job, so he'd be out of the country. Oh my god. Oh, the layers and layers of, intrigue. Joshua? What's wrong? Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. Exactly. Joshua's now I'm on the same wavelength as Joshua. Oh my god. At least it's just the impression I have. Oh.
So what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure from the Empire. Am I correct?
No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off. Like a former protege of his from the army, like Colonel Richard, maybe? Well, yeah. I never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close.
I don't think that Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes.
Oh, okay. Zin doesn't agree with my assessment, so,
More likely, it's just that 2 major events happened to overlap with each other.
Really? That means that Colonel Richard got insanely lucky to not have, Cassius around to foil his plan, so I don't know. Was he maybe planning on convincing Cassius to, join forces with him? Could that be possible? Oh, no, I'm speculating way too much now. We gotta move on. Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I am resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grassel branch of the Bracer Guild is called for. Huh? All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The 3rd article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act. But we're no match for the Royal Army as we are. I asked the cooperation of all bracers in Grancel, including Zin, of course. Oh, okay. If we come in conflict with the intelligence division, we'll need all the help we can get. I'm not sure how the politics here work, because they've talked about how we're not supposed to get involved with, like, national matters, or like, get mixed up with the military. Like, we're supposed to be kind of a neutral body. But in the past, we've, like, you know, bent the rules to, like, fill in, you know, citizens' requests, and the Queen is a citizen, technically speaking. So, yeah. Ideally, we should have the cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today, ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity. Alright, so no one can come into Grancel, okay. What? So basically it amounts to martial law.
So the enemy is finally moving at full tilt.
This may be to stifle any activity on part of any Royal Guardsmen in hiding, as well as ourselves. If we're gonna conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand. Oh, fun. But we're up to it. So, do we have a solid idea of where the prisoners are being held? That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place to be the Herb Royal Villa. That's the building in the forest, right? It would make sense. If the soldiers are using it under the pretense of counter-terrorism, few would question it. And I can't imagine they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell in Leiston Fortress. Ooh, I guess so, yeah. I don't know if they really care all that much, but...
Considering it's the army we're going to be going against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation, however. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it.
Yes, precisely. But in either case, we must assemble any bracers currently in the Royal City. Could I ask you to assemble them here for me? Any information you could gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and your friends are acquainted with a reporter, correct? Oh, you mean Niall? Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant. Also, we must attempt to enlist the aid of any guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated. So, in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia. She helped us with the invitation before, so we should let her know what's going on. So, after the cathedral then? There are 4 other bracers in the city: Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Annalise. Check the bars in their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here. Sure thing! Alright, then off we go. Well, this is an interesting, like, little side quest. Or not side quest, like, it's main quest, but it's like a little activity. Finding 6 people? Alright. Can probably do that. Where's all the equipable items? Oh, they're listed here. Gladiator belt. CP automatically recovers during battle. That's kinda good. Who had the high... I think Joshua has the highest cost moves, right? Oh, CP recovery rate rises in battle. But Zin, I do... Okay, well, everybody already has, like, gladiator headbands. Oh, should I, because Estelle's kind of the main character, should I get rid of this work helmet, put in this gladiator belt? Like, defense takes a hit, though, but her strength go up, as they say. And I could, like, maybe, you know, style more with her, so I don't know. Let's see how that works. All of them have CP recovery moves, so that's pretty good.